Hello, it says we're starting, and so we are. I think we're live. And good happy Mother's Day to you all. Today is uh, obviously Bad Mom Hair Day. Bad Hair Mom Day, or Mom Hair Bad Day, or something like that. Hello, welcome on in. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers and grandmothers and stepmothers and and stepmonsters and aunties and all of the women who spent their lives caring for others. I'm just so excited to be here today. And on this Sunday, May 10th, I just wanted to come in for a short while, show you a few of the things that I made this week, and let you know that life moves fast with everything that's been going on. uh, in between doctor appointments and family events and organizing the spaces in our house and continuing to learn new stuff, especially for my jewelry making, working on new techniques and different materials, stuff I haven't worked with before. Little by little, piece by piece, progress is happening. It 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 continues. It's hard to believe. With as little as gets done, it makes a big difference just doing one thing at a time, one day at a time. Something I keep learning throughout the days. Uh, Creativity matters. It matters big time. If you're not doing something creative with your time, your hands, your materials, you're you're wasting your time. Do something fun for you. Do something creative for you. Do it for yourself. Once you do it for yourself a few times, you realize doing it for others is even more fun than just doing it for yourself. I made several hundreds of pieces of jewelry for myself. Most of them I've kept. A lot of them I've sold. And some of them you even bought. So, uh, I just think that making something with your hands, something beautiful out of simple materials, wire, beads, or or strings, or any type of hobby, crocheting or stitching or sewing or flower casting or resin work or any of those creative hobbies, that they matter. They make everything from your imagination come out, and and it just flows through you. It's supposed to. It just flows through me, and it brings me a kind of peace that everything else in the rest of the world can't bring. Even spending time with my grandchildren, which is extremely important to me, and I love the time that we spend together. We even try to do something creative when we're together. We either draw or we tell each other silly stories, which I then try to record and put down on paper. Uh, but it's being creative that makes it fun. It makes it worthwhile. It makes it worth living. It makes the world a little bit easier to deal with day to day. So today I just wanted to let you know that I'm really grateful for the family, for mothers, for second chances, for seventh chances, which I've been known to give, for art, for the ability to keep building something meaningful out of the simple things like wire and beads and glass, and in your imagination, the kind of things that bring peace and joy to my heart, as well as talking to you. I find it exciting to know that each week I'm going to come up on here and say, "Hi, I'm Nikki. Come and join us." Joey let me borrow his sign. It says live on air. Right there it is. I think I might even hang it in here. We'll see. Things are changing in my studio area. I would show you, but my laptop is covered with stuff right now. I can't move it. Uh, but pretty soon I'm going to be able to switch camera views with Facebook. They have a little, they have a tab in one of the areas that I'm going to practice with this week. Hopefully by next week I'll be able to show you different views. And then you can see the kind of different progress that I've made in the studio area here. And yes, I am calling this the studio. It's an art studio, and it's a creative space, and it's also where I do my family bills and take care of phone calls and also study for my exams. And it's just it's the studio. It's the office. It's also my living room because the main living room in our house is covered with a music studio, and that has instruments uh, and tools and things that are for the producer side of what we do. Um, we've named our studio, um, and I even got a trademark. Well, I got a business license in the name of our studio. Um, but we're gonna save that for another time. That's for another announcement time. Um, I had been conversing with my cousin Christina, and this is brand new information, or at least stuff that we had discussed. We're thinking about doing a podcast on YouTube, and it will likely be posted to my YouTube channel along with our creative endeavor videos. And I hope that you guys come and see us and visit and actually participate in the commenting and liking and subscribing when we get onto the YouTube. I hope that that will help you, and also it will help me because I love doing this. I think I'm going to do more of it. So that's exciting. Um, I want to show you some things I made this week, but mostly I just wanted to come on today and say Happy Mother's Day to everybody again. I'll probably say it 5 more times because that's what it is today. Um, okay, so I've been sorting through my collection of beads and components and bits and pieces that I've been storing for, gosh, 25 years. Uh, and I found beads that were shaped like hearts, but not just one or one kind. Well, mostly they're glass. I think there's one acrylic, but they were shaped like hearts, and they were the only one. Like in a mixed bag of like 2 pounds of glass beads, I found like five completely different hearts, completely different. None of them the same. And then I found a shell, and then I found a crystal that didn't have a hole, so I had to wire wrap it. And then I found a key with a heart on it, and a lampwork bead, which I had already made something out of its counterpart. Um, I had planned to make a bracelet with that bead, but it ended up becoming a necklace. So for these heart beads, I wanted to wrap each one like a separate component and then maybe put them on a charm bracelet. And that's exactly what happened. I put it all together. It made a cute charm bracelet, and I even wore it for a few hours, and I really like it. Um, but these are the kind of creative things that you can do and make. Sorry, guys, that's the messages on my phone. Let's see who it is. Maybe someone who's running late. It is. Oh, It's cousin Christina. She's on her way over. Do we need anything from the grocery store? I think I asked her to pick up cucumbers already. Okay, I'm explaining now. I'm on live show. Okay. So, this heart bracelet, it came completely, I had planned to make a heart bracelet. And, and then I found all of these hearts, excuse me. And so each one is completely different. I can't even believe it. They're all different. And some of them I found in a batch of, uh, like I said, like a 2-pound bag of beads that I had purchased. But here we go. I'll show you some of those pieces. There's the key. And the different hearts. And I wrapped each piece with wire. With really soft 20 gauge wire too, so it's flexible. And if it gets bent out of shape, you just bend it right back the way you like. I know that most jewelry makers would say, oh, that's bad, but I don't think so. I think that having the flexibility of changing it around if you need to works out for me. There's a pretty shell heart. And there's a blue one. And the lampwork one, which I really love. I need to find some more lampwork beads, I think. And there's a red glass bead that looks like it was a reclaimed glass. But it's shaped like a heart. They were all shaped like hearts. And so I just located a couple of the little charm hearts in the shell and put it together in a bracelet, and it's so cute. And it, oh yeah, there's the crystal one that had no hole, so I had to wrap it. So I gave it a little carriage there and added it to. And it's so cute. The little charms hang, it dangles, it even makes a little kind of a clinky sound. And I really like it. I may actually keep it and just use it as an example of the things that can be made. But I'd also be willing to sell it to the right person. If you're interested, just let me know. You know, that stupid frame rate thing keeps coming up. It says that the view is too low. I've changed it a couple of times to different things, and then it tells me again that it's too low and people experience a lower quality stream. Let me know in the comments if you're having trouble watching the video because of a frame rate issue or buffering, or if you can't hear me, because I'm using my laptop camera and microphone until I can set up the Nikon and other things. Also, I'm gonna probably get out my singing microphones and try those for the first few podcast streams that we'll do, and we'll see how that works out. I don't really have a plan for that yet. It's just something I was thinking out loud. Okay, here is a necklace that I sort of put together. I shouldn't say sort of, because I did put it together. And also with the real soft wire. It's totally flexible. It can be bent in just about any way. And I don't know if you can see that. Probably should get closer. There you go. There's a real pretty, if it'll stop moving. It's a real pretty lamp work on there with roses inside. It's the teardrop shape. And then there's some stars and an acrylic butterfly right there with gold on it. Some pearls. Some glass swirl. These are so pretty. I really like the glass swirly bead. I wish I had more of those. I only have about 6 or 7 of them left. And then, of course, some beads and some pink cat's eye. I just thought it was real pretty, and it would be perfect for showing you on Mother's Day. And it fits every neck. I have an extension piece on the chain, and it can be hooked to any chain. Like you could totally hook this up to your just regular silver chain, or even a cord if you liked a leather cord or what have you. It would look pretty either way. If you like this necklace, I could do something similar for you as well. And the whole necklace could be beaded. It doesn't just have to be the components hooked together. The whole necklace can be beaded, and you don't need the extra chain or what have you. Okay, so I also made this bracelet with some of the similar star beads and pearls. But this time it has a couple of blue beads on there. I call that blue one in the front the fisheye beads, because it kind of looks like a fisheye. And then there's a giant white pearl on there, which makes it heavy. So when you're wearing it, it rolls down when you put your arm down. And then you can see the components there have the fisheye, a star, and several pearls, and a gold crunchy looking bead. It looks like a crunchy bead. It feels bumpy, and it's gold. Gold looking, I should say. And then, of course, the in-between pieces have some little silver balls, and that looks really cute together, too. And so for this bracelet, I probably will not keep this one. I will probably go ahead and sell that. So if you are interested in the large pearl fisheye, the fisheye beaded bracelet, just let me know either in the comments, or you could private message me on Messenger and let me know how you feel about that. And if you like it, I can make one similar or with different beads. I have tons of different beads, guys. And I would be happy to do a Facebook call with you so we can see each other and I can show you some of the things that I have, or you can come visit me. Or we can do a live feed call like on Facebook. Either way, it's fine. And I can make, costume jewelry of any kind. I haven't made any rings lately. I do have some, but I didn't pull them out today to show you. But I did pull the owl trees of life because no one seems to be wanting to buy one. But you should, because they're so pretty. And it's all coiled wire. And it took around, I don't know, maybe 24 or 30 hours to come together with the amount of wires. Probably over 100 in there. And they're sort of, what do you want to call it? They're sort of weaved together because I take other wire and weave through and around to make it look good. And let me show you the other one, which is slightly different. There we go. It's a little larger. As you can see, it stretches over my 3.5 fingers. And I was asking 45 to 50 for each of these. You could also make me an offer. And if you buy $35 to $50 worth of jewelry from me, I will give you a free jewelry box, a 4" by 4" by 2.5", or maybe it's 3". It's a square and it's a zipper side, and I have several different colors like peach and orange and red and blue, and I have one black left and cream color. And it has like a little 4 compartment to hold earrings or rings or necklaces, and it has some hooks on the top that you can put in, and there's a little pocket you can put your necklaces or bracelets in there. And also it has a side for rings to sit in. And I should probably put some rings in one and a bracelet so you guys can see it together. I'll keep that on my list for next week. So those are the bracelets and the necklaces what I made this week. The 2 owl Tree of Lives, I made those, I don't know, maybe a month ago. And I haven't made anything else so far this week because I had a lot going on between, doctor's appointments, family events, excuse me, organizing the office / studio, and working on cleaning up the house a little bit more since we weren't feeling well. Things kind of get pushed to the wayside and you don't do as much as you used to. And so we're working back up to where we used to run circles around everyone. And I'm hoping that we'll be able to do that again. Okay, so I'm gonna have a couple more sips of coffee, think about things that we didn't say today. Let's see, Saul helped me come up with a plan to talk about today, which I did talk about mostly. So, sometimes your progress, oh yeah, because I was telling him about the shelves that I put together to help contain some of the stuff that has been coming in from the back porch where my office used to be. And I was trying to clean up I have like 6 tubs out there that are just full of stuff that I need to sort out, organize, either put to the donation or figure out where I'm going to store it in the house if I'm keeping it at all. And I was telling Saul about that, and he said, sometimes progress doesn't look very dramatic. It looks like you did one thing, but you did it all the way from start to finish. So if you only organized one shelf, or you cleaned out one drawer, or you finished one piece of jewelry, You did it. You started it and you finished it. And that's something that is more important than if you cleared out the entire house today and everything's out in the front yard and you don't know what you're going to do now. You don't know how to put it all back. You could just do one thing at a time, one shelf, one drawer, uh, one desk, one wire rack, one toolbox. If you did one, the second one is going to be easier. The third one will be even easier. And pretty soon you're not just doing one, you're doing five. And then look at your day. Look at what you did. It's still progress, even if it's just piece by piece, one by one. You're still building. You're still building things. Um, let's see. Oh, I probably have been gathering up stuff to sell for quite a long time. Oh yes. Sorry. I'm reading quickly. Yes. I was reading quickly what we had talked about to put a script together because every week I ask Saul to help me put a script together. I just basically text him, hey, this is what I'm thinking for the week, and this is the things that I made, and how do you think I should frame that, and what else do you need from me to try to come up with a script, and this is the points that I want to talk about or maybe want to touch on. And then he sends me back a sort of a paragraph that says, okay, say this, say that. You can say it however you want, just use this as a bullet point. And so that's cool that we have that kind of connection. And so he was saying, definitely mention your studio project progress, that you've sorted out some loose beads, you've been labeling boxes, organizing your components, running out of containers, which is a good problem. But it's kind of a bad problem because then it stops my progress. I have to put that stuff up away and then start something else because I don't have any containers to sort into. So, but he said that was a good problem, so don't worry about that. Okay, Saul. um, Stuff that I could talk about the future, blah, blah, blah. Really, we're just talking about today. Spend time with your people if you can, because family matters. Um, I am still building everything in my life, piece by piece by piece, bead by bead, shelf by shelf. But the more comments I get from you guys, from the family, from cousin Tyra, from Aunt Rosemary, cousin Tandy, uh, from my bestie Dale, and from other people, they really have enjoyed seeing the live streams that I've put out, and they like the pieces that I've made. I really enjoy that, and I am planning to do more. I'm planning to do more pieces, more elaborate wire working. And as the studio, this creative space that I'm making in here becomes more organized and more together, the more creative that I get, the more pieces that come out, the more swirls and hearts. I love to make hearts. I always have. The more of that will come out, the more real it's going to be, the the better it's going to be. Saul just said, your best life is the one you make. Well, yeah, that's pretty obvious, isn't it? But really, we're creating our own life day to day. We create our surroundings. We create the things that happen to us, even though we're not expecting some things to happen. They're gonna happen. Treat life like a convenience store. Help everyone that comes through the door. Say thank you and send them on their way with a smile. That's all your life is. And when you stop trying to perform and stop trying to please everyone, just please you, everyone else is happy. When you're happy, they're happy. I think those are really good things to remind us. Piece by piece, person by person, sock by sock. I hate to admit it, but when I take my shoes and socks off at night, because I wear tennis shoes every single day, I have a tendency to let my socks build up in a pile instead of taking them straight to the laundry. Ugh, so annoying, right? I'm sure if my mom was here, she would laugh because she would do the same thing. She had like 19 pairs of slippers and she would let them pile up. And then, of course, animals will go chew them. Uh, but no animals be chewing up my slippers because, oh no, we will not be having that in my house. But I miss my mom today. So spend time with your people if you can, because family matters. I think she would be proud of what I've been doing here today. Even though I'm not a teenager anymore, I still kind of feel like one in my heart. And so sometimes I need the approval of my elders in order to feel good about what I'm doing. And since my mom and dad are no longer with us, and my stepdad and my father-in-law are no longer with us, and gotta have what you can get. My favorite Auntie Alice is still around, and I sometimes look to her for some strength and to tell her that I love you, Auntie. And I hope everyone has a really good Mother's Day today. Remember, you are just as important as all the people who you try to put in front of you. I think we're going to end it at that, folks. I hope you have a great Sunday. It was nice to come on today. I hope you send me a comment. Make sure you like my video. And I hope that when the YouTube channel comes up, you come in and subscribe. Okay, I will see you guys next week. And make sure you love yourself. And I love you. Bye.